Many elderly people believe that a stroke occurs suddenly. In reality, the risk of a stroke builds up slowly and often goes unnoticed for years. What's particularly interesting is that many factors that are harmful to the brain are linked to how we spend our evenings and nights. What you eat before bed, how you relax in the evening, and your nighttime habits. All of these can affect blood pressure and the condition of the blood vessels that supply the brain. Stroke is one of the leading causes of death for people over 60, but few realize that it can be prevented. It all depends on our daily habits, especially those in the evening. Even small changes can significantly reduce the risk of stroke and protect the health of your brain and heart. If you're over 60 or care for someone in that age group, be sure to watch this video. It could really help preserve health and even save a life. Today, we'll discuss 8 nighttime habits that can quietly increase our risk of a stroke. Pay special attention to the second one. It's the most dangerous, yet often goes unnoticed. If you care about the health of yourself and your loved ones, please support this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. This way, more people will learn about these important topics. It's time to reassess your evening habits and protect your brain while you sleep. Many people believe that a light dinner or a small snack before bed is harmless. In fact, some foods, especially for older adults, can be harmful. They can raise blood pressure, interfere with sleep, and even trigger inflammation in the brain, which increases the risk of a stroke. Here are 3 foods to avoid in the evening. First and foremost, it's sausages and any processed meat products, ham, hot dogs, bacon. They contain a lot of salt and nitrates, which can raise blood pressure at night. Going to bed with high blood pressure can increase the risk of a stroke. Another important consideration is fried and very fatty foods, French fries, pastries, and fatty meats. Such foods are difficult to digest, forcing the body to work when it needs to rest, and can trigger heart problems. It's also worth paying attention to sweets made with refined sugar, like cookies, cakes, and store-bought ice cream. They cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, disrupt sleep, exacerbate inflammatory processes, and can harm the blood vessels in the brain. Many elderly people are completely unaware of how harmful this can be. Now you understand why it's important to pay attention to what you eat in the evening. It's better to choose fresh foods with minimal salt, healthy fats, and no added sugars. Your dinner can determine whether your brain functions at its best or suffers from unhealthy habits. Take care of yourself today. Choose a healthy dinner. One of the bad habits is falling asleep in a chair instead of going to bed. At first glance, it seems that there's nothing wrong with taking a short nap in front of the TV. However, if this becomes a habit, your health may suffer, even if you don't notice it. When we fall asleep in an uncomfortable position, such as sitting in a chair, our neck often tilts forward, which can disrupt normal blood circulation. Over time, issues with memory, balance, and overall well-being may arise. Additionally, sleeping in this position can lead to less restful sleep, more frequent interruptions, and increased blood pressure, which puts extra strain on the heart. Many elderly people believe that there's nothing wrong with such sleep. But if it happens day after day, the brain doesn't get a chance to fully rest and recover. Instead, it just tries to cope with fatigue as best as it can. It's better to take time for real rest and sleep in a comfortable bed, This is truly important for health. Sleep on a comfortable mattress and choose a pillow that keeps your neck in a natural position. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day. Good sleep is not a luxury. It's a vital requirement for health. The quality of your sleep affects how you feel, your mental clarity in the morning, and even your risk for heart and vascular issues. Many people are used to falling asleep with the lights on or while watching TV, but this can actually interfere with the body's natural processes. Bright light prevents the production of melatonin, a hormone that helps you relax and clears the brain during sleep. Screen light is particularly harmful. The brain perceives it as daylight, making it difficult to get proper rest. As a result, melatonin levels decrease, blood pressure may rise, and the heart doesn't get the necessary breaks. That's why it's best to sleep in complete darkness, as it helps your body recover more effectively. Research shows that older adults who sleep with lights on are more likely to experience insomnia, hypertension, and heart problems. All of this quietly increases the risk of a stroke. What can be done about it? An hour before bedtime, put away all gadgets and turn off screens. If you need light, keep it soft and warm. If light from outside enters the bedroom, hang heavy curtains. Our bodies need darkness to rest and recover properly. Don't let light from bulbs or your TV disrupt your sleep and affect your health. Try to make your bedroom a quiet and dark place for rest. Your brain and heart will thank you. One more important point. Avoid drinking too much water before bedtime. It might seem like a good idea to drink water before bed, especially for older adults, as it helps maintain hydration. However, overdoing it with fluids at night can actually be harmful. The thing is, this often causes me to wake up frequently and go to the bathroom. These nighttime awakenings not only disrupt my sleep, but can also affect heart function and raise blood pressure. For those who already have issues with blood pressure or balance, this is particularly risky. The likelihood of falls or even strokes increases. Additionally, if sleep is constantly interrupted, the brain doesn't have the chance to enter deep stages of rest, where it cleanses and recovers from the day. This is the time when harmful substances that have accumulated in the brain over the day are cleared out. Frequent awakenings can disrupt this process. What should I do about this? Try to drink water consistently throughout the day, rather than consuming a lot all at once. It's a good idea to reduce your fluid intake an hour or two before bed to avoid unnecessary trips to the bathroom during the night. If you're taking diuretic medications, be sure to discuss with your doctor the best times to take them. The key is not to reduce overall water consumption, but to approach it wisely. Sometimes, to get a good night's sleep and support brain health, it's enough to simply move your last glass of water to an earlier time. Sometimes people who accidentally miss a dose of their medication decide to take a double dose the next day. You should never do this. It won't be beneficial and could cause a lot of harm. To help remember to take your medications, it's useful to use pill organizers with compartments for each day and time, or simply set reminders on your phone. If you're unsure about when to take a particular medication, it's best to consult a doctor or pharmacist. Maintaining a proper medication schedule is crucial. It's not just a formality, but a genuine way to protect yourself from serious health issues. Snoring is often a sign of sleep apnea, a condition that significantly increases the risk of stroke. When a person has sleep apnea, their breathing stops periodically during sleep, causing the brain to consistently lack oxygen. This puts significant stress on the body. It can lead to increased blood pressure, inflammation, and over time, heart problems may also arise. The most concerning thing is that many people are unaware of their illness, especially the elderly. They simply feel fatigued, wake up with a dry mouth or a headache, and attribute it all to getting older. If you live alone, pay attention to how you feel in the mornings. If you have a partner, ask them if they've noticed you snoring heavily, stopping breathing in your sleep, or seeming to struggle for air at night. Sleep apnea can be managed. There are specialized breathing devices, mouth guards, and sometimes simply changing certain habits can help. However, none of these methods will be effective if the alarming symptoms are ignored. A good night's sleep is not just about rest, it's also essential for brain health. Calm and steady breathing during sleep is arguably the best defense against strokes. One of the most dangerous habits is going to bed without lowering high blood pressure. This is the silent killer that is especially insidious at night. Of all the bad habits before bedtime, this one is the most dangerous. If you don't monitor your blood pressure and fall asleep with it elevated, the risk of a nighttime stroke significantly increases. Ideally, blood pressure should decrease at night so that both the heart and the brain can truly rest. However, many elderly people do not experience this, and their blood pressure remains high during the night. This phenomenon is referred to as nocturnal hypertension. It's dangerous because it doesn't show any obvious symptoms, and often a person doesn't even realize there's a problem. Meanwhile, the blood vessels are constantly under strain, gradually wearing down, and the risk of stroke or thrombosis is particularly high during the early morning hours. How can you tell if this applies to you? Try measuring your blood pressure at home in the morning, after you wake up, and in the evening. If you frequently see high numbers, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor. You may need to adjust your treatment, or use a special device that monitors your blood pressure at night. Nighttime hypertension is particularly dangerous because it can easily go unnoticed. Now that you're aware, you have the opportunity to protect yourself. Monitoring blood pressure during sleep is one of the most effective ways to protect your brain after the age of 60. You may also be aware of the 8 nighttime habits that can subtly increase the risk of stroke. A lot is in your hands. Each of these small things may seem insignificant on its own, but together they can have a serious impact on your health. You don't have to change everything at once. Start small. Try starting with just one good habit today. Turn off the lights a little earlier. Avoid unhealthy snacks before bedtime. Check your blood pressure and adjust your pillow. Don't forget to take your medication. Such simple actions can really make a big difference. If you haven't done so yet, download the Senior Health Tracker app. It's doctor-approved and designed specifically for those over 60. It makes it easy to monitor your sleep, blood pressure, and overall well-being. Pay attention to any warning signs and take care of your health proactively. Don't put it off for later. Thousands of elderly people are already using this app. Just download it and take a step towards protecting your health. There are only a few spots left, so don't wait too long. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with your loved ones. The more people learn about these simple self-care tips, the more we can help each other. You can take care of your health at any age. It's never too late to start over.